I think that we're kind of ready right now. I think, is it focused on me? This should be focused on all right here. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. My name's Justin, and today I am getting back into The Cure, a band who I'm only very familiar with in the sense that I only know one song of theirs, and that was Plain Song, which we did a first listen of on JPMP. Actually, now that I think about it, I do know the song Love Song, but I actually only know the cover that was done by 311. It was actually a song that I sang to my wife at our wedding. If I can find that video, I will put it up, but I actually don't think that there's video of it. So that's the thing. Or not. So from my listen of Plain Song on JPMP, I liked the atmosphere that they brought to the song and their music. I really thought that was interesting. From a lot of the comments, it said that Plain Song was more of like an introduction into the rest of the album and to the sounds that followed. So even though I don't believe that this is from the same album, let me make sure really quick. So even though this song is not from that album, as the same album as Plain Song, I still wanted to kind of get a second glance at The Cure and exactly what is it that makes them historical. Why do so many people talk about them? I've heard the name. Like I said, I've heard 2 songs. I guess that's it that I can say off the top of my head that I've heard. They may be one of those bands that I've heard songs in passing, but I can't say that it is them for sure. So this was their second album from 17 Seconds, it seems like. From Wikipedia, it says that A Forest is representative of Cure's early 1980s gothic rock phase. I'm a fan of that sound, so I'm definitely looking forward to this. I got everything here ready to go. Of course, join me on JPMP with my friend Manny. Join me on Twitter, whatever you want to do. Join me in the comments below for discussion. Let me know about what you think of the set, the music, the choices, literally everything. I'm open to ideas. And let's get into it. This is The Cure with A Forest, remastered version. Okay, seems that it might go into the next. So I just picked an ad. Come on, no, 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 no. So I can understand totally why so many people like The Cure and so many people say they have such a unique sound, because it really is unique. I can't say if it's, I can't say if they're the first band that's had that sound that's very atmospheric, dark, but also a little light, with the poppiness of the drums, and it was very upbeat in a sense. So I think that's really interesting, but I don't know because I don't know music history that much, so I can't say if they're the first to have that sound or if they're, you know, if that kind of sound has been done before them. I can't say. But I thought it was really interesting that the way that they put those two styles together. So kind of like I just mentioned, the upbeatness of the drums when that came in. The beginning is this haunting kind of atmospheric build-up, and the drums come in, it's like, oh, it kind of takes you aback, like, I don't know if these two things really mix. But throughout the song, they build on that, and even though it's very repetitive, they build on it in such a way that it's interesting to listen to the whole way through. It's a very moody song, in the sense that you can just sit there and like listen to it. You don't have to listen and there's like a bunch of solos or anything coming in. There's not like some soaring vocals. You know, it's a very just kind of, I don't want to say plain song, but it's very even. But I liked the sound that they have, so I enjoyed it. It reminds me a lot of Joy Division and the song that we did from them, Love Will Tear Us Apart, not a port. That would be if it was about a boat. I don't know what it is about The Cure. If I'm to compare Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart, and A Forest from The Cure, and Plain Song from The Cure, I like the atmosphere and the sound that The Cure has a little bit more than what I've heard so far of Joy Division. Even though, and I could be wrong, they sound like they're in the same genre. I'm not going to look it up. It doesn't matter that much. This is why a first listen is best, because I don't have the facts. I'm just kind of giving my thoughts and opinions, even if they may be totally off base and totally wrong. There's just something about The Cure and the sound they bring that I enjoy. It's kind of like how in modern day, Deftones has a very unique sound. And there's something about it that I enjoy. The vocals, they're very even. but you can hear the feelings in there. They're very, like I said, moody, and I don't want to say depressing, and I don't want to say emo, but they're dark in a brooding kind of sense. And there's a few times in there when he like picks up his delivery a little bit. And I don't remember exactly which lyrics they are, but it's like da 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 da, and I like it because it gives a little bit of variation, and you can hear the emotion in his voice when he's doing that, despite his vocals being relatively monotone the whole way. And this kind of pulls into the lyrics and what I'm gathering kind of the story is. And one thing that we've kind of been getting into on JPMP recently is how album covers affect the song that you listen to. Because if you think back to, I hate saying thinking back to old days because you can still do it now. But before the digital age of media, you would go to the store, you'd buy a record slash a CD slash a cassette, whatever it was. You'd come home, you'd be looking at the album cover the whole time, you'd open it up, read the liner notes. Like, it was a journey into the making of this album and what it meant to the band and the artists themselves. So with this, The Cure, from the album cover that I see here, and the one I'll put, in the corner here for you guys to see as well, it goes exactly with what I was saying about the light and the darkness of the music. Not only in the fading of color from dark to light, but a forest. A forest can be something that's very beautiful, or it can be something that's dark and kind of gloomy. And I think that they play that so perfectly in the music and the album art itself. And then especially when it gets into the lyrics. And you heard the delivery of it, but come closer and see into the trees. Find the girl while you can. Come closer and see into the dark. Just follow your eyes. I hear her voice calling my name. The sound is deep in the dark. I hear the voice and start to run. We're getting a story. And I like that. But the lyrics they're pretty direct in that there's a visualization and a story you can follow. But I feel like they write it in a way that you can really make this anything. You can make this about anything. It could be about a relationship. It could be about chasing a dream that's there and it's beautiful, but you just can't get it. As soon as the third verse starts, suddenly I stop. I know it's too late. I'm lost in a forest. All alone, the girl was never there. It's always the same. I'm running towards nothing again, and again. And I like how on that last part it echoes. That's awesome. It drives that point home. I just think that's really well written. Not well. I think that's really well written because this can apply to anything. And I think that's one of the beauties of music and lyrics written like this. They're vague to a point that you could interpret it on your own personal level however you want it to. And I think that's why The Cure's music, especially in this song, as from what I can see, it's their first charting single that they had, it can relate to so many people and it can affect so many people because you can relate it to anything in your own life. And I think that's what makes a good song if it's relatable or it can be interpreted as relatable. I was just reading off of Genius where I follow the lyrics, some of the notes on the sides. I don't usually read them while I'm listening to the song because I like to have my own interpretation before I actually bring in a few of the facts from what I'm seeing, even though these could totally be made up. But this was their first charting single, and it was interesting at the bottom here. It said that when we did Jumping Someone Else's Train, Polydor Records in England said this is a top 10 single, and it went nowhere. They also said they couldn't really hear A Forest as a single, and it was a hit. Polydor doesn't understand us. And I think that's really interesting because when A Forest first started, I did not hear single in it at all. But as it went on, I can understand it. It does actually work as a single. It tells you everything you need to know about the band. I'm assuming at this point in their career, it has their trademark sound. And it's just poppy in a sense enough to like be played on the radio. It doesn't have a chorus. It doesn't have anything that's necessarily catchy about it, but the upbeat tempo of the drums kind of drives it over the edge of, okay, we can put this on the radio. This song I would definitely listen to. I'm actually really interested to get into The Cure a little more. This song came out in 1980. And actually one thing that I want to say really quick, this song and the vocal style, it reminded me a lot of Gorillaz. Oh my gosh, who's the main singer in Gorillaz? Also in that one band. Oh no. Is it Damon Albarn? I don't know. What's the guy's name? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But let me pull something up really quick. So I'm going to recommend you guys a song, which I haven't done in a long time on JPMP, and it'll be my first time doing it here. It's from the band Uncle. and the song is called Lonely Soul. As soon as I was listening to The Cure in this song, I immediately got elements of that song that from Uncle here. So I actually want to know exactly what you think on it, to be honest, and I'm going to play a little bit of it just so you can get an idea, and maybe you can kind of hear the similarities vocal-wise, and even somewhat atmospherically of what I was thinking of.
I believe there's a time and a place to let your mind trip and get out of this place. Just keep on flying. Only tired place that don't know
No, that's all you get. That's all you get. Listen to the whole song. I'll put it in the description below. But I honestly want to I want to know what you guys think of it. It's a trip hop song, but I think not his delivery, but his voice itself is very similar to The Cure. Kind of what I heard, the very moody kind of song, and it's a very somber tone. I love it. I love it. Seriously, this would easily on my listen list. I want to listen to this. I would listen to it all the time. There's someone racing outside. It's like they're filming Fast and Furious or something. That new Hobbs and Shaw trailer and everything, that looks absolutely ridiculous. And I'm gonna eat it up. Seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check me out on JPNP as well. Join me on Twitter, the discussion in the comments below. You guys know what to do by now. And I will see you guys later. Thank you so much.